What happens at a Stage 2 assessment for an ISO system? Welcome! This is the Oxford Quality Centre's short summary on what takes place during the second stage assessment of an ISO business management system. Having passed the Stage 1 assessment, the certifier knows that the system as written conforms with the requirement of the standard in question. The second stage is to assess whether the system as used matches the system as written. To determine this requires a visit to the organisation to see the operations in situ. When more than one site is to be covered by the same certification, then it may be that a visit is required at each site. Alternatively, the certifier may arrange that this takes place over the next annual reassessments. This is a matter for discussion with the certifier. The Stage 2 assessment looks at the operations themselves to check they conform with the system as written, and at the audit reports and reports generated, especially from the management review, to ensure that issues are being identified, reported upon and actioned in a timely and appropriate manner. It's not vital that the system is perfect, nor that it's being used perfectly. What is vital is that it's been shown to be used correctly, and that where it is not being used perfectly, that appropriate follow-up action will change the system or circumstances to ensure that future use will both match the organisation's requirements and needs of the standard. This forms part of the ongoing continual improvement process. Where issues are found, the certifier will generate non-conformance reports accordingly. If these are too serious, they will block the granting of the certification to the organisation. Otherwise, where lesser issues are identified, these can be highlighted and required to be fixed by the next reassessment visit, usually a year later, although this could be shortened if the non-conformances are serious enough to warrant such a change. It's always worth arguing a case if there's a problem, so long as it's clear you demonstrate that you can make the difference required and not simply arguing to avoid taking action. The certifier does still have to justify what they determine as appropriate when they themselves are reassessed each year, so they may need good reasons to be helpful, but they should be trying to make it clear what needs to be happening. If you want to know anything more about the Stage 2 assessment process, please contact the Oxford Quality Centre as shown here. We hope this has proven a useful summary and look forward to hearing from you.